I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Give me that ball.
On the counter, here's Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Giorgio Tavecchio.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On first down, Wilson. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now this throw caught left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A slant to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the point after.
What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. He may try and run to a hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game? The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Quick throw here to Hilton. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's just me and you.
From the 27, Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Wilson's
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
makes the score Dolphins 21, Bears 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 37.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the turnover, it's Tua toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Parker, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of 2 ways. Either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Tua. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Complete.
25 yards that time. It's a great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Watch the pass. Mike 55. Mike 55. Good job right there.
Now Wilson on first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Now Wilson operating from the gun. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
21. Greg Zuerlein set to
after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That'll be complete to Breida. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It brings up third down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Tavecchio puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
36.
Here's Pollard again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Pass complete to Michael Gallup. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 40.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run again with Breida. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, here's Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Pollard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
He's brought down
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That is caught inside the 5. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, Miami.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter. Not
only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
55 mark, 55. Check pass, check pass. 55, 55. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, 14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears' first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
From the gun, Wilson being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Coming this way. Here we go. 55 mark, guys, 55.
From from midfield now. Here's Wilson. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And his throw is incomplete. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Miami.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Grant. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
It is good. Makes the score Dolphins 45, Bears 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line. The Bears
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And a Dolphin first down.
Now it's Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You got block me. You got block
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And got his man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Mark 55. Mark 55. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. So the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Kyle Van Noy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He's taken down at
the gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Breida on a toss left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Dolphins 48. Bears.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the